What's going on, everyone? Tonight we're diving into the mind-bending world of merging black holes and the groundbreaking theories of Stephen Hawking. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Merging black holes? Sounds like a sci-fi movie plot. But here's the kicker. Most people don't realize that the universe is more like a cosmic wrestling match than a serene ballet of stars. We're exploring what it really means when two of these mysterious giants collide. Strip away the dazzling special effects and romanticized science fiction movies that have fed you. The reality is a chaotic dance of gravity, mystery, and a touch of existential dread that's far more complex than most people realize. But first, if you're enjoying these deep dives into history's darker truths, hit that like button and consider subscribing. Drop a comment letting me know where you're watching from and what drew you to this topic. I love hearing from you all. All right, get settled in. Maybe grab a drink, and let's uncover what life is truly like in the cosmic realms of black holes and the brilliant mind of Stephen Hawking. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of black holes. These cosmic entities are not just star-eating monsters. They're the rock stars of the universe, dark, mysterious, and incredibly dense. Imagine a sun's mass compressed into a volume no larger than a city. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with here. And merging black holes? That's like watching two rock stars collide on stage. But instead of guitars, we're talking about gravitational waves that ripple through the very fabric of space-time. Most people think of black holes as these enigmatic voids that just suck everything in without a trace, like that one friend who always forgets their wallet when it's time to pay for dinner. The misconception here is that black holes are merely destructive forces. In reality, they are complex phenomena with their own rules and behaviors. They can merge, sending shock waves through the cosmos. And when they do, they give us some of the most intriguing clues about the universe's history and structure. Speaking of history, let's take a little detour and look at how our understanding of black holes has evolved over time. The concept of a black hole emerged from Einstein's theory of general relativity in 1915, but it wasn't until the 1960s that the term black hole was officially coined by physicist John Archibald Wheeler. Before that, they were known as frozen stars, which sounds like a bad name for an icy dessert, but is actually a pretty cool description. Imagine trying to explain to ancient astronomers that the twinkling stars they see at night could one day be theorized as cosmic vacuum cleaners. It's like introducing your grandparents to the idea of TikTok. They'd probably think you're just making up words. Now, let's jump back to Hawking. Stephen Hawking, a name synonymous with genius, gave us a new way of looking at these cosmic predators. In the 1970s, he proposed that black holes aren't just bottomless pits of despair. Instead, they can emit radiation, now famously known as Hawking radiation. It's like if your favorite horror movie villain suddenly decided to become a stand-up comedian. You just didn't see that coming. Hawking's theory suggested that black holes could eventually evaporate over time due to this radiation. Can you imagine a black hole slowly fading away, like a rock star who lost their voice? Yet, even with all this groundbreaking work, there's still a cloud of misconceptions surrounding black holes and their mergers. Take the idea that black holes are portals to other dimensions. It's a popular notion in pop culture, but lacks scientific grounding. Sorry to burst your bubble, but there's no cosmic highway leading to an alternate reality just because a black hole is nearby. It's more like a cosmic cul-de-sac where all paths lead to oblivion. Now you might be wondering about the merging part. When two black holes decide to throw a cosmic party and merge, it can produce what we call gravitational waves. These are ripples in space-time that were first detected directly by the LIGO Observatory in 2015. It was a groundbreaking moment, akin to discovering that your pet cat's meows can be translated into actual conversations. Scientists had theorized about these waves for decades, but to finally see them was like confirming that unicorns exist, except, less magical and more mathy. Most people picture a black hole merger as a catastrophic event happening somewhere far away, with visuals that could easily belong in the next sci-fi blockbuster. In reality, these mergers are incredibly events that occur millions or even billions of light years away, but they do have a direct impact on us here on Earth. The waves generated by these mergers carry information about the black hole's properties, such as their mass and spin. It's like getting a cosmic postcard from the edge of the universe. Speaking of absurdity, let's take a moment to appreciate how the human mind has grappled with understanding black holes throughout history. Did you know that ancient cultures had their own interpretations of what these celestial wonders might be? The ancient Greeks thought black holes could be pits of no return, possibly equating them with mythological underworlds. Fast forward to today, and we still have a lot of unanswered questions about what happens inside a black hole. It's like saying, hey, we've mapped out the entire universe, but that one creepy corner? Yeah, we're not sure what's happening there. Imagine a map with a big "Here be dragons" label. But how do black holes fit into the narrative of human experience? Well, they mirror our own struggles and mysteries. Just as we try to make sense of the complexities of life, the universe presents us with black holes, enigmas that challenge our understanding. It's comforting to know that even in the grand scheme of things, there are still mysteries that baffle the brightest minds. Before we wrap this segment and dive deeper into the complexities of black hole mergers, let's take a pause to reflect on the absurdity of it all. Here we are, small beings on a tiny planet, trying to comprehend something as grand as black holes. Some people can barely handle a simple math equation, yet we've managed to put a man on the moon and theorize about collapsing stars. If that isn't the universe's way of giving us a cosmic wink, I don't know what is. So stick around, because in the next part, we'll explore how these cosmic collisions influence the very fabric of our universe and what they reveal about the nature of existence itself. Spoiler alert, it's a wild ride. What's going on, everyone? Tonight, we're diving into the mind-boggling world of merging black holes and the intricacies of their cosmic dance. Contrary to the popular perception that black holes are just fearsome cosmic vacuums, sucking everything in with no hope of escape, the reality is far more nuanced and fascinating. We're exploring not just the science of these enigmatic entities, but also the cultural myths that have surrounded them throughout history. Strip away the sci-fi dramatizations and the blockbuster movies that fed you the idea that black holes are merely portals to doom. The truth is far more complex and oddly beautiful than most people realize. But first, if you're enjoying these deep dives into history's darker truths, hit that like button and consider subscribing. Drop a comment letting me know where you're watching from and what drew you to this topic. I love hearing from you all. All right, get settled in, maybe grab a drink, and let's uncover what life was truly like back then and now with black holes. Now, let's start with a little cosmic context. Black holes are formed when massive stars exhaust their nuclear fuel and collapse under their own gravity. Imagine throwing a massive, overcooked pancake onto a plate. It crumples and folds in on itself. Now, replace that pancake with a star and the plate with the universe. It's a bit of a mess, really. The result? A black hole forms, a region where gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. And here's the kicker: when two black holes merge, they create ripples in space-time itself, gravitational waves that can be detected millions of light years away. Talk about a cosmic wedding. Yet, despite the grandeur of it all, the merging of black holes is often depicted in popular culture as a catastrophic event leading to destruction. But, in reality, it's more like the universe's version of an elegant dance party, one with a very exclusive guest list. This brings us to the work of the late physicist Stephen Hawking, who, despite having a body that betrayed him, had a mind so agile it could leap through the very fabric of the cosmos. Hawking famously proposed that black holes aren't completely black. They can emit radiation, which was later dubbed Hawking radiation. This revelation turned our understanding of black holes on its head. It's a bit like discovering that your favorite horror movie villain has a soft spot for kittens. Now, let's dig a little deeper into how our understanding of black holes has evolved. Historically, black holes were born out of Einstein's general theory of relativity in 1915. But the term black hole itself didn't come into play until 1967, thanks to physicist John Archibald Wheeler. Picture it: a group of physicists sitting around at a conference, sipping their coffee, and one of them casually tosses out the term black hole. Suddenly, the room goes silent, and everyone thinks, wow, that's poetic and terrifying. But let's not pretend that our ancestors were completely oblivious to the mysteries of the night sky. Ancient cultures had their own interpretations of black holes, or at least they had their own ways of explaining the unexplainable. For example, ancient Greeks believed in a world that was unknowable, filled with chaos and void. They had their own black holes in a metaphorical sense. It was a world where the gods played tricks on mortals, and the unknown was something to be feared. And speaking of fear, let's talk about the absurdity of human nature when it comes to the unknown. Just like our ancestors gazed at the stars in awe and perhaps a bit of fear, modern society has woven black holes into the fabric of our cultural narrative. They're featured in everything, from movies to video games to memes. Remember that viral meme about the event horizon being a fancy term for "don't go there"? It's a perfect example of our collective fear and fascination manifesting in a humorous way. But let's not get too cocky. We humans haven't always gotten it right. In fact, many misconceptions about black holes still persist today. One of the biggest is the idea that if you got too close to a black hole, you'd be instantly crushed, like a bug on a windshield. While that could happen, depending on the size of the black hole and your approach, it's more accurate to say you'd be stretched out like spaghetti, in a process whimsically dubbed spaghettification. Who knew getting too close to a black hole could be so deliciously absurd? And let's not forget about the infamous information paradox, which has baffled physicists for decades. The question at hand is, when something falls into a black hole, does the information it contains get lost forever? It's like putting your favorite sweater into the dryer and discovering it's turned into a toddler's shirt. Where did the information go? Why is the universe so cruel? This paradox has serious implications for our understanding of quantum mechanics and the nature of reality. In many ways, it's a reflection of our own human struggles with loss and the passage of time. Just like we grapple with the idea of our memories fading or our favorite moments being lost to time, physicists are wrestling with the cosmic equivalent. Maybe they should all get together for a group therapy session. Speaking of human nature, let's dive into the ways our fascination with black holes reflects our own existential anxieties. As we gaze up at the stars and ponder our place in the universe, it's hard not to feel a bit insignificant. After all, we're just tiny specks on a tiny rock floating in an incomprehensibly vast universe. It's like being in a crowded elevator where you're the only one who forgot to wear deodorant. You're there, but you also wish you weren't. This cosmic perspective can be both humbling and liberating. Understanding black holes and the universe's mysteries can inspire us to embrace our lives and relationships more fully. It's a reminder that while we may be small, our impact can be enormous. Just like the gravitational pull of a black hole. Let's also explore the absurdity of cultural practices surrounding the cosmos. For instance, in ancient Mesopotamia, astrologers would chart the movements of celestial bodies, interpreting them as omens for earthly events. Imagine living in a world where your fate was dictated by the position of planets and stars. Oh, you got into a car accident? Must be Mercury in retrograde. It's a hilariously tragic way to shirk responsibility, but it does highlight our long-standing desire to find meaning in the chaos around us. Fast forward to today, and we still have a penchant for looking to the stars for guidance. Ever read one of those horoscopes that promises to unlock your destiny? It's a modern-day black box, just like the ones physicists are trying to peer into when they study black holes. Funny how human nature hasn't changed, right? We still seek answers in the depths of the unknown, whether that's through astrology or astrophysics. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the incredible irony of our scientific pursuits. Our quest to understand black holes has led to groundbreaking discoveries in fields like physics, mathematics, and even computer science. The algorithms used to detect gravitational waves are the same ones that power everything from social media feeds to online shopping recommendations. So the next time you're scrolling through your feed, remember, you're benefiting from years of cosmic research. Think of it as the universe's way of saying you're welcome. And let's not overlook the impact of cultural narratives on our understanding of black holes. Movies like Interstellar and Event Horizon have painted black holes as gateways to other dimensions or harbingers of doom. While they're entertaining, these portrayals often miss the mark on the true nature of black holes. They're not just cosmic vacuums. They're complex phenomena that challenge our understanding of physics and reality itself. In fact, some scientists are even exploring the possibility that black holes could be portals to other universes. Now that's a plot twist that would make any sci-fi fan giddy. However, before you start packing your bags for a cosmic vacation, it's essential to note that these theories are still highly speculative. But hey, isn't that what makes science exciting? So, as we traverse this cosmic landscape, let's reflect on the connections between past and present. Our ancestors looked to the stars and spun tales of gods and monsters, seeking to understand the unknown. Today, we still tell stories, though now they often involve scientists and black holes rather than deities and mythological creatures. The core of the human experience remains the same. We're all trying to make sense of the world around us. Before we wrap this up for now, let's have a chuckle at the absurdity of it all. Humans have spent centuries trying to understand black holes, sometimes with great success, and other times looking like toddlers trying to solve a Rubik's Cube. Remember when scientists thought the Earth was flat? Or when we believed the sun revolved around our planet? It's a delightful reminder of how far we've come and how much we still have to learn. As we continue this journey through the cosmos, I invite you to ponder the wonders of black holes and the mysteries of the universe. The merging of these cosmic giants reveals not just the beauty of nature, but also the absurdity of our existence. We may never fully grasp the depths of black holes, but that's part of the fun, isn't it? The universe is a big, mysterious place, and we're all just trying to find our way through it, one black hole at a time. So stay tuned as we explore more of these cosmic enigmas in the upcoming parts of our series. Until then, keep your gaze upward, your curiosity alive, and remember to embrace the chaos of existence. Who knows what wonders lie beyond our understanding, just waiting to be discovered. What's going on, everyone? Tonight, we're diving into the mind-bending world of black holes and Stephen Hawking's merging black holes theorem. You might think you know what a black hole is. Huge cosmic vacuum cleaners that gobble up everything in sight, right? But here's a reality check. Black holes are not just cosmic trash compactors. They're also a hotbed of scientific debate and mystery, even today. We're exploring the astonishing complexities of what these cosmic giants really are and how they do their thing. Strip away the romanticized version of science fiction movies that painted them as mere portals to alternate realities. The reality is far more intricate and confounding than most people realize. But first, if you're enjoying these deep dives into history's darker truths, hit that like button and consider subscribing. Drop a comment letting me know where you're watching from and what drew you to this topic. I love hearing from you all. Alright, get settled in. Maybe grab a drink and let's uncover what life and death looks like in the realm of black holes. Now, let's start with some historical context. For centuries, the cosmos was viewed through the lens of mythology. The ancient Greeks believed that heavenly bodies were gods, and that the universe was a grand, orderly place. Fast forward to the 18th century, and we have Immanuel Kant proposing the idea that the universe is made up of vast island universes, a far cry from what we know today. But then came the revolution of modern physics, and suddenly, all bets were off. The black hole concept began to take shape in the late 18th century, with the idea that a massive star could collapse under its own gravity, creating a gravitational pull so strong that not even light could escape. Imagine that. It's like a cosmic version of a poorly designed vacuum cleaner that just keeps sucking everything in, including the light, which is particularly rude when you think about it. It's like being in a party where the lights go out and suddenly you're left grappling with a punch bowl instead of sipping cocktails. Fast forward to the 20th century, when physicists started to make serious headway in understanding black holes. Einstein's theory of general relativity laid the groundwork, but it was the likes of John Archibald Wheeler who truly popularized the term black hole in the 1960s. This is the moment when the scientific community collectively decided to start sounding a lot more dramatic. I mean, supermassive gravitational singularity just doesn't have the same ring to it, right? As we progressed into the late 20th century, Stephen Hawking stepped up to the plate and gave us a grand slam with his theories. Now, here's where the real fun begins. Hawking proposed the idea that black holes could emit radiation. Yes, you heard that right. It's like finding out your ex, who you thought was a total black hole of energy, actually has a side hustle selling handmade candles. This phenomenon, now known as Hawking radiation, implies that black holes are not actually eternal prisons. In fact, they might eventually evaporate away, which is kind of poetic for something so inherently dark and mysterious. But let's not kid ourselves. The idea that black holes could disappear is a bit like saying your gym membership could magically burn off your love handles. Reality check. It's a lot more complicated than that. Hawking's merging black holes theorem, however, opens up a myriad of questions about our universe, including what happens when two black holes collide. Spoiler alert, it's not pretty. It's like a cosmic car crash, but instead of airbags, you have gravitational waves that ripple through space-time. Now, speaking of collisions, let's pivot to the cultural practices and social aspects surrounding these cosmic phenomena. Historically speaking, people have always been fascinated by the stars. Ancient cultures often looked to the night sky for guidance. Some believed it was a map laid out by gods, while others saw it as fate scribbled in the stars. Fast forward to our modern age, and we find a resurgence of interest in the cosmos. Thanks to movies, documentaries, and social media, black holes have gone from obscure scientific concepts to household buzzwords. You may even hear people toss around terms like event horizon at dinner parties, trying to sound sophisticated. But let's be real. We all know that deep down, they're just hoping for a chance to segue into a conversation about their latest Netflix binge. So, speaking of events, did you see that series where they travel through black holes? Classic. Now, let's dive into some scientific misconceptions surrounding black holes, because there are plenty of myths to tackle. One of the biggest misconceptions is that black holes are vacuum cleaners, sucking everything up around them. In reality, if our sun were to suddenly become a black hole, which don't worry, it won't, Earth wouldn't just get sucked in. We'd keep orbiting around it just like we always have. Black holes don't go prowling for nearby planets to devour. They're more about sitting back and letting things come to them. It's like a recliner at a party. You're not going to force yourself into it. You just wait for someone to flop down beside you. And speaking of absurdities, have you ever thought about how we name these mysterious cosmic entities? Supermassive black hole. Sounds impressive, like a celebrity chef's new restaurant. Would you like a reservation at Supermassive Black Hole? Yes, I'll have the cosmic calamari, please. Now, let's not forget about human nature, our insatiable curiosity and need to understand the unknown. From ancient astronomers peering into the night sky, trying to make sense of the twinkling stars, to modern physicists grappling with the nuances of Hawking's merging black holes theorem. We've always sought to understand our universe. This relentless pursuit of knowledge is quite ironically human. We live on a tiny rock, hurtling through the void. And what do? We look up and wonder. This curiosity has led to some truly fascinating connections between our past and present. In ancient times, celestial events were often viewed as omens or messages from the gods. Nowadays, we're using high-powered telescopes and particle colliders to unlock the secrets of the universe. But hold on. While our tools may be more sophisticated, are we really so different from those ancient stargazers? We're still searching for meaning amid the vastness. And speaking of vastness, let's touch upon the irony of our attempts to grasp the infinite. In Hawking's work, he dared to explore the merging of black holes, which is mind-blowing when you think about it. Two massive entities crashing together, creating ripples in space-time that we can potentially measure here on Earth. It's like cosmic fireworks. but without the safety concerns of a backyard barbecue. As scientists continue to uncover the secrets of black holes, they often find themselves grappling with philosophical questions. Can we ever truly understand the nature of reality? What lies beyond the event horizon? It's like opening a can of worms, but finding out they're actually time-traveling, interdimensional squid. A delightful mess that nobody really wants to clean up. Now, let's transition to some of the more peculiar cultural practices that have emerged from our fascination with the cosmos. Consider astrology, which has roots in ancient Babylonian civilization. People would look to the stars for guidance, interpreting celestial events as signs of fortune or disaster. Fast forward to today, and astrology has regained popularity, with folks checking their horoscopes as is their scientific fact. It's like mixing a pinch of mythology with a dash of pseudoscience and hoping for the best. Oh, Mercury is in retrograde? Must be why I spilled my coffee. Speaking of irony, isn't it fascinating how human fears and desires have remained remarkably consistent throughout history? Thousands of years ago, people feared the unknown in the cosmos, and today, that fear has simply morphed into a fascination with black holes and other cosmic phenomena. When you think about it, our ancestors must have looked up at the stars with the same mix of awe and trepidation that we do today. Let's take a moment to reflect on the absurdity of human nature itself. We're drawn to the unknown, gravitating toward the very things that could potentially consume us. Whether that's a black hole or a thrilling new Netflix series, it's almost as if we have an innate desire to dance on the edge of danger. Hey, that giant swirling mass of gravity looks enticing. Let's go check it out. Classic human logic, right? As we continue to grapple with the complexities of black holes and Hawking's merging black holes theorem, one thing becomes increasingly clear. The more we learn, the more questions arise. Each discovery leads us deeper into the rabbit hole, or should I say, black hole, of the universe's mysteries. And isn't that the beauty of science? It's an endless quest for knowledge, filled with unexpected twists and turns. As we stand on the shoulders of giants like Hawking, we can't help but marvel at the absurdity and wonder that is our universe. So, whether you're a die-hard astrophysicist or simply someone who enjoys gazing at the stars, remember that we're all part of the same cosmic journey. In the end, black holes may remain one of the universe's greatest enigmas, merging our desires for understanding with the reality of the unknown. Who knows what other discoveries await us in the cosmos? Maybe somewhere out there, a supermassive black hole is just waiting for its close-up, inviting us to look deeper, ready to reveal its secrets to the next generation of curious minds. All right, folks, let's keep this conversation going. What are your thoughts on black holes and the merging black holes theorem? Have you ever pondered the existential implications of a cosmic vacuum cleaner? Drop your comments below, and let's dive deeper into this fascinating topic together, where we'll explore even more mind-bending concepts and the human experiences that tie us to the stars. The adventure is just beginning. What's going on, everyone? Tonight, we're diving into the mind-bending world of black holes and the strange theories of merging black holes, as posited by the late Stephen Hawking. Now, most people think black holes are these terrifying cosmic vacuums that suck up everything in sight, including light. But here's the kicker. They're not the celestial monsters you think they are. We're exploring the reality of these enigmatic phenomena and the wild ideas that come with them. Strip away the sci-fi glamour Hollywood has fed you, and you'll find that the reality is far more complex, and dare I say, even a bit absurd. But first, if you're enjoying these deep dives into history's darker truths, hit that like button and consider subscribing. Drop a comment letting me know where you're watching from and what drew you to this topic. I love hearing from you all. Alright, get settled in, maybe grab a drink, and let's uncover what life was truly like back then. So, black holes, the universe's ultimate party poopers. They are born from the remnants of massive stars that have run out of fuel and collapsed under their own gravity. Think about it. One day, you're a dazzling star, shining bright, and the next, you're a singularity with more gravitational pull than your average black hole enthusiast on a first date. Just to clarify, a singularity is the point at the center of a black hole where density becomes infinite. Sounds like a cozy place, right? Well, it's not. Now you're probably wondering how a black hole merges with another black hole. Picture two overzealous party guests who just can't resist the allure of each other's gravitational pull. They dance around each other until they crash, literally. As they spiral closer, they release energy in the form of gravitational waves. It's like when you hear a really catchy song at a party and you just can't help but groove to it. Except in this case, the music is the fabric of space-time, getting all distorted and stretchy. Just hope you're not in the middle of the dance floor when that happens, or you might find yourself in a cosmic conga line that ends with, well, you don't want to know. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so merging black holes create gravitational waves. Cool, but what's the big deal? Well, my friend, the big deal is that this phenomenon is a window into understanding the universe and how it works. When Hawking introduced his theories, he was poking at the very fabric of our reality, questioning how black holes might not be the vacuum cleaners of the universe, but rather gateways to new realms of understanding. It was like he took a cosmic selfie at a party no one else knew existed. Awkward, but deeply profound. This brings us to a popular misconception that black holes just gobble everything in sight without a care in the world. While they do have a tendency to consume nearby matter and the occasional interstellar snack, they also emit Hawking radiation. Yes, that's right. In a twist as ironic as finding a salad bar at an all-you-can-eat steakhouse, black holes can actually lose mass and evaporate over time. It's as if they're saying, I'm more than just a cosmic dumpster. I can be a diet plan too. But let's talk about the cultural practices surrounding such astronomical concepts. In ancient times, before we had the luxury of telescopes and powerful computers to model the mysteries of the universe, people filled the gaps in their knowledge with myth and folklore. Take the ancient Greeks, for example. They looked up at the night sky and saw more than just stars. They saw gods and demigods battling it out. They had no idea that they were witnessing the birth and death of stars, or the existence of black holes hidden behind their twinkling facades. Fast forward to today, and we're still trying to make sense of the universe, clinging to scientific theories like children holding onto their parents' hands in a scary amusement park. But here's the irony. The more we learn, the more questions we seem to have. Just when you think you've got a grasp on black holes, you find out that they might be merging, emitting gravitational waves, and even connecting different universes. Cue the existential crisis. On a lighter note, let's take a moment to appreciate the sheer absurdity of it all. While we're here worrying about our Wi-Fi speed and whether our plant wilts with neglect, black holes are out there playing cosmic tag, merging and wreaking havoc on the very fabric of space-time. It's almost like they're the universe's version of a high school reunion. Every decade or so, they get together, compare notes, and see just how much trouble they can cause together. Hey, remember when we collapsed that star? Good times. But wait, there's more. The merging of black holes isn't just some astronomical phenomenon. It has implications for our understanding of gravity, the nature of space and time, and even the creation of the universe itself. It's like finding out that the secret ingredient in your grandmother's famous soup actually has the power to fuel rocket ships. Hawking's theories suggest that black holes might not be the end of the road, but rather a gateway to understanding the very beginning of everything. You see, human nature has always had a penchant for curiosity, an insatiable desire to explore the unknown. From the ancient Greeks gazing up at the stars, to modern scientists grappling with the paradoxes of quantum physics, we've been trying to connect the dots for centuries. But what if, like merging black holes, our understanding of the universe is just a cosmic dance of ideas? Perhaps the absurdity lies in our quest for knowledge itself, forever chasing after answers that may elude us. And speaking as absurdity, let's not overlook the cultural myths that persist alongside scientific discoveries. Just as ancient cultures created stories to fill in the gaps of their understanding, we too have our fair share of myths surrounding black holes. Ever heard that if you fall into a black hole, you'll simply be spaghettified? Yes, that's a real term in astrophysics. The theory suggests that the immense gravitational forces would stretch you into a long, thin shape, like a pasta noodle on a diet. Is it dark? Sure, but it's also a bit funny. Imagine a cosmic chef preparing the universe's ultimate meal, garnished with a side of human tragedy. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the connections between the past and present. The ancient Egyptians built pyramids, believing they'd help pharaohs reach the afterlife. Fast forward a few millennia, and here we are, building telescopes and particle colliders, hoping to reach the edge of the universe and perhaps find our own version of immortality in knowledge. Instead of pyramids, we've got gravitational wave detectors. Same goal, different methods. We're still reaching for the stars, just with a bit more technology and a lot fewer stones. Speaking of reaching for the stars, let's talk about how human nature hasn't changed much over the centuries. Whether we're crafting elaborate myths about celestial beings or developing theories about black hole mergers, our innate desire to understand our place in the universe remains constant. We're still asking the big questions. Where do we come from? What is our purpose? And how on earth do black holes fit into this grand cosmic puzzle? Now, I can almost hear you asking, but what does this have to do with me? Great question. The truth is, the merging of black holes and the theories surrounding them challenge us to think critically about our existence. They push us to confront the absurdities of life and the universe, while reminding us that, even in the face of the unknown, we have the power to seek answers and create meaning. Let's also address the notion of irony once more. In a world where we often feel small and insignificant, black holes remind us that even the grandest structures in the universe can merge and eventually fade away. It's a bleak thought, but it's also oddly comforting. After all, if the universe itself is in a constant state of flux, perhaps our own struggles and triumphs are just fleeting moments in the cosmic timeline. As we forge ahead, let's not forget the absurdity of our own human experiences. We worry about our daily inconveniences, traffic jams, missed deadlines, and whether we left the oven on, while the universe is busy merging black holes and creating gravitational waves that ripple through space-time. It's a reminder to take a step back and appreciate the grand scope of existence, even amid the chaos of everyday life. And finally, let's connect the dots between the past, present, and future as we grapple with the mysteries of black holes. We stand on the shoulders of giants like Hawking, Einstein, and countless others who dared to think differently. Their theories may seem mind-boggling, but they represent humanity's relentless pursuit of knowledge. Every time we peer into the depths of a black hole or theorize about their mergers, we are participating in a cosmic conversation that spans generations. So as we wrap up this exploration of black holes and the hilariously convoluted realm of merging theories, let's take a moment to reflect on the absurdity of life and the universe. From ancient myths to modern science, our journey is marked by curiosity, resilience, and a touch of dark humor. After all, if we can't laugh at the cosmic dance of existence, what's the point? Stay tuned for the next part, where we'll dive deeper into the implications of these merging black holes and what they might mean for the future as our understanding of the universe. Until then, keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember, the universe is a wild place filled with wonders and absurdities just waiting to be discovered. Don't let it suck you in, unless you're ready for a cosmic adventure. What's going on, everyone? Tonight, we're diving into the mystical and mind-bending world of black holes. Specifically, the merging of those cosmic giants, as hypothesized by none other than the brilliant Stephen Hawking. Now, let's get real. We often think of black holes as these ominous, swirling vortexes of doom that gobble up everything in sight, like the universe's most gluttonous vacuum cleaner. But the truth is, the science behind them is both weirder and more fascinating than most people realize. Strip away the sinister black and white imagery of sci-fi movies, where spaceships get swallowed whole or wormholes take you to alternate dimensions. The reality of black holes, especially their mergers, is a complex dance of gravitational ballet that would leave even the best choreographers scratching their heads. So, tonight we're peeling back the layers of mystery surrounding these cosmic entities and exploring what it really means when they collide. But first, if you're enjoying these deep dives into history's darker truths, hit that like button and consider subscribing. Drop a comment letting me know where you're watching from and what drew you to this topic. I love hearing from you all. Alright, get settled in. Maybe grab a drink and let's uncover what life was truly like back then. Now, let's start with a little background on black holes themselves. The concept of a black hole was born from the theories of gravity put forth by Isaac Newton and later expanded by Albert Einstein's theory of relativity. Imagine sitting at a table with these two intellectual titans. Newton is downing an apple pie, casually discussing gravity, when Einstein pops in with his wild ideas about space-time like he's just discovered the secret menu at a cosmic diner. What do black holes have to do with dinner, you ask? Well, they both leave you feeling incomplete, and one definitely has a gravitational pull that could ruin your night. Fast forward to the 1960s, when physicist John Wheeler coined the term black hole. If you're wondering how he came up with such a dramatic name, picture him as the Shakespeare of the physics world. Less poetry and more cosmic horror. The first misconception that many people hold is that black holes are just giant vacuum cleaners. In fact, they are incredibly dense regions of space where gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. It's like that moment when you realize you dropped your phone in the couch cushions. It's gone forever. But let's get back to merging black holes, shall we? When two black holes collide, they don't just do a simple run-of-the-mill crash. Oh no, they do this cosmic tango that sends ripples through the fabric of space-time itself. Picture two massive bouncers at a nightclub, each one trying to outdo the other. There's a lot of pushing, pulling, and eventually they end up in a glorious, chaotic embrace that results in a single, even more massive black hole. Honestly, it sounds like the start of a really bad rom-com. Two black holes meet at a space bar, and the rest is history. Now, a merging of black holes has some fascinating implications. For instance, when they collide, they release an enormous amount of energy in the form of gravitational waves. This wasn't just theoretical until recently. The LIGO Observatory detected these waves for the first time in 2015, and suddenly, we were thrust into the age of gravitational astronomy. It's kind of like discovering that your quiet neighbor is actually a rock star who throws wild parties every Friday night. Surprise! This brings us to a common misconception that black holes can't be observed directly. People often think they're completely invisible, hiding in the shadows like an introvert at a party. But thanks to the power of technology, we've actually been able to capture images of the area around black holes. Most famously, the Event Horizon Telescope provided us with the first image of a black hole in 2019. If that doesn't sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, I don't know what does. It's as if we just snapped a selfie with the universe's most elusive celebrity. Now, let's pivot slightly to the cultural aspects surrounding black holes. These cosmic beasts have inspired a myriad of myths and legends. Many cultures viewed the night sky as a tapestry of stories. The ancient Greeks, for instance, thought the stars were holes in a celestial curtain. Not too far off, right? At least they were trying to make sense of the immense voids surrounding us. However, I imagine if they had known about black holes, they might have told a different story. Beware the dark voids. They'll swallow you whole. And speaking of being swallowed whole, let's not ignore the human tendency to create myths to to explain what we don't understand. For centuries, celestial events, like eclipses or meteor showers, were often attributed to divine interventions or omens. Fast forward to today, and we've got our own share of misconceptions, especially when it comes to science and technology. Think of how often people confuse science with magic. Wait, you're telling me I can make a phone call from my pocket? Yes, my friend, it's called technology, not wizardry. At the core of it, understanding black holes is about confronting our own limitations, both intellectually and emotionally. It reflects a universal human fear of the unknown. Whether we're peering into the abyss of outer space or grappling with our own existential dread, black holes symbolize that which is beyond our grasp. It's like staring into the deep end of the pool and wondering if there might be a monster lurking just below the surface. Spoiler alert. It's probably just your neighbor's pool noodle. So where do we find humor in this? Well, I can't help but chuckle at the irony of our cosmic insignificance. Here we are, tiny specks on a floating rock, worrying about our 9-to-5 jobs, while black holes are out there doing their thing, merging and creating new universes, as if they're preparing for some cosmic game of Monopoly. It's absurd, really, but it's also the reflection of human nature, a relentless pursuit of knowledge, even when we're faced with the overwhelming vastness of the universe. And speaking of cosmic absurdities, let's not forget about the sheer scale of these black holes. The largest known black hole, TON 618, is a staggering 66 billion solar masses. That means if it had a physical form, it would be like trying to comprehend a pizza the size of a small planet. Good luck with that order. You'd need a fleet of delivery drivers, and I can just imagine someone asking, "Can I get that with extra gravity, please?" This comedy of errors continues through the ages as humans anthropomorphize the universe. Ancient civilizations looked up at the night sky and filled it with meaning and mythology, attributing emotions and intentions to celestial bodies. Fast forward to today, and we're still doing the same thing. We get into heated arguments about which sci-fi movie best represents black holes. Spoiler alert, they all get it wrong. It's like debating whether pineapple belongs on pizza. Everyone has an opinion, but the real question is whether we're even asking the right questions in the first place. So let's talk about some of those misconceptions. For instance, many people think that if you fall into a black hole, you'll be crushed into spaghetti, a phenomenon known as spaghettification. While that sounds like a hip new diet fad, the truth is a bit more nuanced. It depends on the size of the black hole. A smaller black hole could indeed stretch you out like pasta, but if you fell into a supermassive black hole, you might just float right through its event horizon. I'd say that's a much better option. Who knew the universe could be so accommodating? And as we delve deeper into this cosmic narrative, let's connect the dots between the past and present. Black holes remind us of our history, not just in terms of scientific advancement, but also in our cultural evolution. The way we perceive these phenomena reflects our ever-changing understanding of the universe. From the time when stars were viewed as portals to the afterlife, to our current grasp of gravitational waves and the merging of black holes, we've come a long way. Yet, isn't it amusing to think that despite all of our advancements, we still grapple with the same questions that have plagued humanity for centuries. Now, let's not overlook the irony of how we've come to understand the universe. Black holes, once mere figments of imagination, have become centers of intense study and fascination. They have reshaped our concept of both space and time. The idea that a merging black hole could create ripples in the fabric of the universe is both a testament to our understanding and a reminder of our limitations. We're like cosmic detectives, piecing together evidence from whispers in the night sky, trying to solve the greatest mystery of all, our place in the universe. And isn't it a tad humorous how we're using technology, like gravitational wave detectors, to listen to the universe's heartbeat? Humanity is still trying to find a way to connect with something larger than ourselves, and in doing so, we often stumble upon profound truths. It's like trying to call your friend, but realizing you dialed the wrong number. You might end up having a deep conversation with a telemarketer instead. So what does all this say about human nature? It reveals our innate curiosity, our desire to understand the cosmos, and perhaps our underlying fear of the unknown. We grapple with these cosmic questions while simultaneously creating absurd narratives around them, often mixing science with a splash of fantastical storytelling. As we explore the world of black holes and their mergers, it's essential to recognize that these phenomena are not just scientific abstractions. They are reflections of who we are as a species. They ask us to confront our place in the universe, to embrace the absurdity of existence, and to find humor in the grand scheme of things. After all, if we can laugh at our own smallness in the face of such vastness, perhaps we can begin to appreciate the beauty of it all. And there you have it. Black holes, merging black holes, and the hilarious human narratives that swirl around them like cosmic dust. It's a blend of science and whimsy, grounded in reality, yet rife with the absurdities of life. As we continue this journey through the cosmos, remember that the universe has a funny way of teaching us that the answers we seek often come with more questions. Stay tuned for more as we unravel the mysteries of the cosmos, one black hole at a time. What's going on, everyone? Tonight, we're diving into the bizarre world of merging black holes, a cosmic event that sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but is, believe it or not, a serious field of study in astrophysics. If you thought the universe was a peaceful place, filled with twinkling stars and gentle cosmic breezes, think again. The reality is far more complex and challenging than most people realize. Imagine two giant black holes, each with the mass of millions or even billions of suns, swirling around one another like awkward dance partners at a cosmic prom. It's not just a quiet affair. These behemoths are engaged in a gravitational tug-of-war, and when they finally merge, they unleash energy equivalent to billions of nuclear bombs. So while we're here, just trying to get through our day-to-day existence, out there, nature is throwing the ultimate rager. But first, if you're enjoying these deep dives into history's darker truths, hit that like button and consider subscribing. Drop a comment letting me know where you're watching from and what drew you to this topic. I love hearing from you all. Alright, get settled in, maybe grab a drink, and let's uncover what life was truly like in the shadow of black holes and the minds that tried to understand them. Now, before we go barreling down the rabbit hole, or should I say, the black hole, let's take a moment to untangle some of the scientific misconceptions surrounding these cosmic giants. First off, there's this popular notion that black holes are space vacuums, like cosmic Roombas just sucking up everything in sight. While that's a fun image, it's a bit off the mark. Black holes don't vacuum space. They're like incredibly massive objects that bend the fabric of space-time around them. Picture this. If the universe is a giant trampoline, a black hole is that friend who jumps on it and creates an enormous dip, pulling everything nearby into its gravitational influence. This isn't just theoretical, it's backed up by more math than I ever cared to learn in school. Not only do black holes distort space-time, but they also warp our understanding of reality itself. Think about it. As two black holes merge, they send ripples through the fabric of space-time, known as gravitational waves. These waves were first detected in 2015, confirming a prediction made by none other than Albert Einstein a century earlier. Talk about a fashionably late arrival. Now, let's step back for a second and reflect on the cultural implications of black holes. They've been a source of fascination across cultures for centuries, often serving as metaphors for the unknown. Think of them as the universe's way of keeping us on our toes. In ancient Greece, they might have considered black holes to be the realm of Hades, a dark and mysterious place lurking just beyond the veil of light. Fast forward to modern times, and they're depicted in everything from blockbuster films to memes, showing just how our understanding of these phenomena has evolved, or possibly devolved. Of course, our fascination with these cosmic giants goes beyond mere curiosity. Black holes challenge our understanding of human nature itself. For centuries, humanity has grappled with its place in the cosmos, going from believing we were the center of the universe to acknowledging we are just a tiny speck in a vast, chaotic expanse. This humbling realization often leads to existential questions. What does it all mean? Are we just drifting through space, waiting for our inevitable fate in a black hole? Or is there more to our existence? As we ponder these questions, let's take a moment to appreciate the absurdity of it all. Here we are, tiny beings on a speck of dust, obsessed with these immense and powerful black holes that we can't see or even begin to fathom. It's like worrying about a mosquito while standing next to a T-Rex. The irony is staggering. We often fixate on our daily lives, our jobs, relationships, and social media likes, while the universe is busy doing its cosmic dance, merging black holes, and reminding us that our problems might not be quite as monumental as we think. Speaking of monumental, let's delve a bit deeper into the science behind merging black holes. When two black holes spiral into each other, they don't just disappear into a singularity like you might think. Instead, they create a new black hole that's even bigger. Imagine if every time you and your friend binge-watched a series together, a new, larger version of that series was created. You somehow merged into one superfan, the ultimate couch potato. This merging process releases an incredible amount of energy, sending gravitational waves that ripple through the universe. Scientists have become quite the party planners in this regard. They've set up sophisticated detectors to catch these waves, which, if you think about it, is like trying to listen for the faint sound of a far-off waterfall while standing in a busy city. Now, let's address some common myths and misconceptions. One prevalent myth is that black holes just sit there, waiting to suck in anything that gets close. In reality, Their gravitational influence extends only so far, much like your annoying relative at a family gathering. Approach too closely and you might get pulled in, but from a safe distance, you can enjoy the show without worry. And speaking of distance, let's not forget the absurdity of how we measure these cosmic distances. Light years are the standard unit, but let's put that into perspective. A light year is about 5.88 trillion miles. That's like saying you'll walk to the store and back if the store is located in a galaxy far, far away. Meanwhile, we're here arguing about the best pizza in town. The irony is too rich. As we navigate these astronomical truths, let's take a moment to appreciate how merging black holes connect to broader human experiences. In a way, they symbolize collaboration and chaos, two entities coming together to create something new, even if it means obliterating their original forms. It mirrors our own lives, doesn't it? We often merge our experiences with others, creating new perspectives and identities in the process. Think about your friendships and relationships. Each interaction, each shared experience alters who you are, just like those black holes that merge to become something entirely different. And yet, humanity has long had a complex relationship with chaos. We are both terrified of it and drawn to it. Take a look at history. Societies rise and fall, civilizations collide, and through it all, we find a way to adapt, just as black holes can behave unpredictably. So too can human nature. We can be our very best selves, but we can also be akin to two black holes spiraling out of control, drawing everyone else into our gravitational pull. The absurdity of our existence seems to echo the chaotic dance of merging black holes. Let's pivot and take a look at some cultural practices that might seem odd by today's standards, but reflect humanity's peculiar relationship with the cosmos. For example, in many ancient cultures, celestial events were linked to gods and myths. The merging of black holes, while a scientific phenomenon, might have been interpreted as a divine struggle in ancient times. Imagine telling someone in ancient Greece that two black holes colliding is just physics. You'd likely be met with a skeptical look and a sacrificial offering to the gods. And isn't it fascinating how our understanding of the universe has evolved? Once, we believed the Earth was flat and that the sun revolved around it. Now, we're discussing the merger of black holes, the warping of space-time, and the potential for multiverses. We've come a long way since those early days of astronomy, when the stars were seen as mere pinpricks in a celestial dome. Yet, despite our advancements, we still grapple with the same fundamental questions. Who are we? What is our place in the cosmos? The irony of our relentless quest for knowledge is that it often leads us back to the existential questions that have haunted humanity for eons. So, as we explore the universe's most enigmatic phenomena, it's important to remember that our understanding of merging black holes is still evolving. Each new discovery pulls back the curtain just a little more, revealing the complexities of our universe. Scientists are still grappling with the implications of these cosmic events, trying to piece together how they fit into the grand tapestry of existence. Much like our own lives, The process of understanding black holes is a journey filled with twists and turns, moments of clarity and confusion. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on the absurdities of our pursuit of knowledge. As we send spacecraft into the far reaches of our solar system and develop algorithms to predict black hole mergers, we're ultimately just trying to make sense of our place in the universe. The irony is that while we're busy discovering the cosmos, our planet is still dealing with the very human challenges of daily life. It's like trying to solve the mystery of the universe while forgetting to put gas in the car. As we close in on this segment, I invite you to ponder the connections between our cosmic explorations and our daily lives. Think about how the chaos of merging black holes mirrors the complexities of human relationships. We may not have the power to merge into a new entity like those celestial behemoths, but we do share experiences that shape who we are. Each interaction is like a gravitational wave, sending ripples through our lives and the lives of those around us. And just as we continuously learn more about the universe, we must also embrace the absurdities of our existence. The merging of black holes may seem incomprehensible, but it serves as a reminder that chaos and collaboration can lead to incredible discoveries. So, as we continue our journey through this cosmic narrative, remember that the universe is a strange and wonderful place, filled with mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Each black hole, every merger, is a piece of the puzzle that helps us understand the vastness of existence, both in the cosmos and within ourselves. Stay tuned as we venture deeper into the realities of merging black holes in the next segment, where we'll unravel more of the fascinating intricacies of these cosmic giants. Until next time, what's going on, everyone? Tonight, we're diving into the cosmic enigma of merging black holes, a phenomenon that sounds straight out of a sci-fi blockbuster. But surprisingly, it's all grounded in some very real, very complex science. Now, we often picture black holes as these terrifying voids that swallow everything in their path, like a cosmic vacuum cleaner with a serious appetite. But here's a reality check. Black holes aren't just monsters lurking in the void. They're actually the remnants of massive stars that have reached the end of their lives in a spectacularly dramatic fashion. We're exploring what happens when these cosmic giants collide and merge, an event that sends ripples through the fabric of space-time itself. Strip away the romanticized versions of black holes you've seen in movies and books. The reality of these cosmic colliders is far more complex and challenging than most people realize. But first, if you're enjoying these deep dives into history's darker truths, hit that like button and consider subscribing. Drop a comment letting me know where you're watching from and what drew you to this topic. I love hearing from you all. Alright, get settled in, maybe grab a drink, and let's uncover the intricacies of merging black holes, and perhaps a few cosmic laughs along the way. The cosmic dance, how black holes merge. To understand merging black holes, we need to start with the basics. Picture two heavyweight champions of the universe, except instead of boxing gloves, they're armed with gravitational pull so intense they can bend light. When two black holes come close enough, thanks to their gravitational attraction, they begin a cosmic dance, spiraling around one another in a manner that resembles two dancers locked in an intricate waltz. The irony? This dance often ends in a spectacular and chaotic fusion that produces gravitational waves, ripples in space-time that even Einstein would have given a slow clap for. Now, let's take a moment to unpack this. When black holes merge, they release energy equivalent to several solar masses, a feat that could rival the most explosive fireworks show you've ever seen, if fireworks could somehow explode in a vacuum. And here's a fun fact. We first detected these gravitational waves in 2015, thanks to the Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory, LIGO, marking a monumental moment in astrophysics. Think about that for a second. We're listening to the universe, and it sounds like a cosmic string quartet playing an avant-garde piece composed by none other than gravity itself. Historical misconceptions, the dark history of black holes. Interestingly, the concept of black holes didn't always have a scientific basis. There was a time when they were mere curiosities of the imagination, like unicorns or that one friend who claims they once went on a 3-week silent retreat in the Himalayas. The term black hole was coined in the 1960s by physicist John Archibald Wheeler, but the idea goes back even further. Earlier in the 18th century, British natural philosopher John Michell pondered the existence of dark stars that could trap light with such ferocity that they would be invisible. It's like the universe's version of "I'll just ghost you." Moreover, misconceptions around black holes have fueled popular culture. For instance, many people think that if you get too close to a black hole, you'll be instantly gobbled up. While that's true if you're within the event horizon, the point of no return, it's not like black holes have a welcome mat inviting you in. Some distances from a black hole are relatively safe, provided you don't have a penchant for reckless space travel, like a cosmic daredevil. Cultural practices, the human connection to the cosmos. Speaking of reckless, let's pivot slightly. Human fascination with the cosmos has shaped cultures throughout history. Ancient civilizations looked to the stars for guidance, creating myths and deities that reflected their understanding of celestial phenomena. The Greeks had their fair share of celestial myths, from Orpheus attempting to rescue Eurydice from the underworld to the tale of Persephone, who was kidnapped by Hades and spent half the year in the underworld. It's almost as if they were trying to explain cosmic events through the lens of human drama. In many ways, cultures have mirrored the cosmos, chaotic, beautiful, and often nonsensical. For instance, the ancient Egyptians built their pyramids to align with the stars, believing that their pharaohs would ascend to the heavens. Fast forward to today, and we're sending satellites into the cosmos, hoping to uncover the universe's secrets. Yet, it's amusing to think that while we've progressed in technology, our quest for understanding often resembles ancient peoples' starry-eyed wonder, just on a much grander scale with fancier gadgets. The human nature element, always asking why. This brings us to the universal human trait of curiosity. Whether it was ancient astronomers in Babylon or modern-day scientists peering through telescopes, the quest to understand our place in the universe remains a constant. It's a bit absurd when you think about it. Here we are, tiny specks on a small planet in an unimaginably vast universe, trying to comprehend the mechanics of merging black holes. Talk about aiming high. Moreover, this curiosity often leads to misunderstandings and myths. For example, the idea that black holes could suck everything within their vicinity is a misconception rooted in our instinct to anthropomorphize the universe. Just because a black hole has a powerful gravitational pull doesn't mean it's out there hunting for snacks. It's more like the universe's way of saying, hey, I have some rules. Follow them and you'll be fine. The absurdities of scientific discovery. Let's not ignore the humorous side of scientific discovery. Take the research on black holes, for instance. In the early stages of gravitational wave research, scientists had to convince skeptics that they weren't just chasing ghosts. Imagine the debates. No, really, we can hear the universe. It's like trying to explain to someone that you're not crazy for talking to your houseplants. Then there's the fact that black holes can also lead to some even more bizarre theories, like wormholes, hypothetical shortcuts through space-time that could connect distant parts of the universe. It's a bit like thinking you can take a shortcut through someone's living room to get to the bathroom. Theoretically possible, but good luck with the awkwardness that follows. Connections between past and present. The parallels between the past and present are striking. Just as ancient civilizations looked to the skies to make sense of their world, we continue to do so today, using advanced technology instead of rudimentary instruments. We may have sophisticated telescopes now, but the essence of wonder remains unchanged. The memorable quote from Carl Sagan, "We are made of star stuff," beautifully encapsulates our eternal connection with the cosmos. It reminds us that the same elements that formed black holes and stars are also the building blocks of our very existence. But here's a humorous twist. Despite our advancements, we still have no idea what most of the universe is made of. Dark matter and dark energy are like the universe's secret ingredients, making up about 95% of it, while we're left with a mere 5% to work with. It's as if the universe is hosting a cosmic dinner party, and we've shown up with a single slice of pizza, while everyone else is feasting on, well, dark energy. Ironies and observations of cosmic proportions. Now let's sprinkle in some irony. We've spent billions of dollars on space exploration, yet many people still believe that the Earth is flat. It's a bit like spending your life savings on a gourmet meal while simultaneously believing that instant ramen is haute cuisine. The contradictions in human understanding of the cosmos often make us chuckle at the absurdity of our species. And speaking of absurdities, let's touch on the time when scientists proposed that black holes might hold the key to time travel. Imagine being able to travel back in time. What would you tell your ancestors? Hey, just so you know, don't sweat the small stuff. You're going to end up with a complicated relationship with technology. The future of black hole research. As we look towards the future of black hole research, the quest for understanding these cosmic phenomena is only getting more intriguing. Upcoming projects like the Event Horizon Telescope aim to capture images of black holes, which could provide insights that were once thought to be purely theoretical. It's like the universe is slowly peeling back layers of its own mystery, and we're here with popcorn, ready for the next cosmic reveal. Yet, while scientists chase black holes and gravitational waves, let's not forget the cosmic humor in how our understanding evolves. Models change, theories are challenged, and new discoveries are made, often leading to more questions than answers. It's as if the universe is playing a grand game of hide and seek. And we're the overzealous seekers yelling "Eureka!" every time we find a rogue particle or a faint signal from the depths of space. Conclusion? Not yet. And just like a movie that leaves you on a cliffhanger, this narrative on merging black holes is far from over. We've explored the dazzling dance of cosmic giants, the historical misconceptions surrounding black holes, and the timeless curiosity that drives our quest for knowledge as we continue to unravel the mysteries of the universe. Remember that in this grand cosmic saga, there's always more to learn, more absurdities to discover, and of course, more humor to be found in the vastness of space. So, stay tuned for the next episode, where we'll dive even deeper into the cosmic wonders, marvel at the latest discoveries, and perhaps find a few more laughs along the way. Until then, keep looking to the stars, because who knows what absurd wonders await us in the universe. What's going on, everyone? Tonight we're diving into the enigmatic world of merging black holes. You might think they're just cosmic vacuum cleaners lurking in the dark, devouring everything in their path. But let's hit the pause button on that romanticized image for a moment. The reality is far more complex and challenging than most people realize. The merging of black holes isn't just a cosmic event. It's a grand spectacle of physics, with a sprinkle of existential dread that could make anyone reconsider their place in the universe. But first, if you're enjoying these deep dives into history's darker truths, hit that like button and consider subscribing. Drop a comment letting me know where you're watching from and what drew you to this topic. I love hearing from you all. Alright, get settled in, maybe grab a drink, and let's uncover what life was truly like back then. Well, figuratively speaking. Since we're talking about black holes, which, as it turns out, don't really care about the lives we lead on our little blue planet. A cosmic tango, the dance of merging black holes. Imagine two black holes swirling around each other in a cosmic ballet, their gravitational pull creating waves in the fabric of space-time. It's like watching two dancers in a very awkward but beautiful waltz, where every misstep could lead to a cataclysmic explosion. And trust me, no one wants to step on a black hole's toes. The merging of black holes is a phenomenon that was theorized long before it was ever observed. Einstein's general theory of relativity, published in 1915, opened the door to understanding these celestial giants. But for decades, it was all theoretical, much like many of our own life plans that never come to fruition. Scientists had to wait until 2015 for the momentous detection of gravitational waves from a black hole merger, a discovery that shook the scientific community and led to an "I told you so" moment for physicists everywhere. Now, here's where the irony kicks in. For years, the mainstream media depicted black holes as monstrous entities, devouring stars and planets with a voracious appetite. But in reality, they're more like cosmic trash compactors, only taking in what falls into their event horizon. So let's give them a break. They're not out there hunting down planets like some galactic predator. They're just doing their job, quietly merging away in the vastness of space. Cultural practices and cosmic reflection. This brings us to an interesting cultural aspect. Over the centuries, humans have crafted narratives around the mysterious. Whether it's gods turning into black holes or the fear of the unknown represented as a void. Ancient civilizations looked to the night sky and created stories that reflected their understanding of existence. The Greeks had their myths of chaos and the abyss, while other cultures likened black holes to the underworld or gateways to other dimensions. In a sense, our fascination with black holes mirrors our own existential fears. Just as ancient peoples looked into the abyss and saw their own mortality, we now gaze into the cosmos and grapple with what it all means. Maybe this is why we anthropomorphize black holes, because it makes the incomprehensible a little more relatable. After all, who can't relate to feeling lost in a big universe where everything seems to be colliding at once? Scientific misconceptions. The black hole mythos. Now, let's tackle a few scientific misconceptions. One common belief is that black holes are vacuum cleaners, sucking up everything around them. This misconception is as absurd as thinking that a werewolf would take a break from howling at the moon to help you vacuum your house. In reality, unless you're already in the vicinity of a black hole, you're perfectly safe. Just like that awkward relative who always shows up uninvited but doesn't really want to intrude on your dinner plans. Black holes have boundaries. The event horizon, the point of no return, is not something you casually stroll past. Think of it as the ultimate keep out sign. Cross it, and you will be stretched and squished in a process scientists affectionately call spaghettification. Sounds delicious, right? But trust me, it's not the kind of pasta you want to be part of. Human nature, curiosity, and the unknown. Speaking of the unknown, let's dive into that beautiful aspect of human nature, our insatiable curiosity. Throughout history, humans have stared into the void, both literally and metaphorically. From the ancient philosophers pondering the nature of existence, to modern-day astrophysicists launching satellites into the unknown, our desire to understand the cosmos is a testament to our collective psyche. Consider this. Even as we stand on the precipice of discovering the secrets of black holes, we still grapple with our own mysteries. Why do we get emotionally attached to inanimate objects? Why do we fear the dark? Perhaps it's this very curiosity that drives us to ask the big questions and fuels our relentless pursuit of knowledge in a universe that often feels indifferent at best. Connections between past and present. Now, let's draw some connections between the past and present. The merging of black holes is not just a scientific curiosity. It tells us something profound about time and space. As these colossal forces collide and merge, they echo the tumult of human history itself. Wars, revolutions, and cultural upheavals all reflect this same dance of chaos and order. In a way, each historical event is a black hole in miniature, pulling in ideas, cultures, and people until they culminate in something new, a merging of perspectives that reshapes society. This cosmic metaphor extends across time as we continually evolve, assimilating the past into our present narratives. Absurdities and ironies in cosmic revelations. And oh, the absurdities. It's incredibly ironic that something as abstract as a black hole could spark debates and discussions that illuminate our own human condition. Here we are, mere specks in the universe, arguing about the finer points of astrophysics, while simultaneously trying to figure out where we left our keys. It's a delightful juxtaposition. Our trivial daily concerns juxtaposed with the epic dance of celestial giants. Moreover, consider how our understanding of black holes has evolved. Once thought to be purely hypothetical, black holes have transcended from the realm of science fiction into hard science. This evolution is reminiscent of how many cultural practices have transformed over time. What once was viewed as superstition, like the belief that the stars dictated our fate, has become a fascinating study in astronomy and astrophysics, shedding light on our place in the universe. The cosmic playground of merging black holes. And speaking of transformation, let's not overlook the stunning realization that each merging black hole creates ripples in space-time that can be detected here on Earth. It's as if the universe is sending us a postcard from the cosmic playground, saying, "Hey, remember to look up once in a while." This notion brings us to the absurd yet charming idea that the universe, in its vastness, has a sense of humor. The fact that we can now detect these gravitational waves allows us to hear the universe in a way our ancestors could only dream of. Just imagine the ancient astronomers struggling with their lack of telescopes and technology, gazing into the night sky and pondering their existence. Fast forward a few centuries, and here we are, getting excited about cosmic gurgles and chirps, witty observations on the nature of space. Let's take a moment to appreciate the wit in all of this. The universe, with its black holes and merging gravitational waves, plays out like an elaborate prank. Imagine if black holes had personalities. You could picture them giggling as they consume a star and then casually tossing it aside, like a child discarding a broken toy. "Oops, my bad. Didn't mean to ruin your day, star." And think about it. We humans can't help but make connections, even when they're absurd. One could argue that our own merging of cultures, be it through globalization or immigration, mirrors the cosmic dance of black holes. We're all just swirling around, bumping into each other, sometimes merging our ideas and identities, and sometimes just making a mess of things. The cosmic irony of human endeavors. Yet, amidst this cosmic dance, there lies a deep irony. We strive for knowledge, create complex theories, and develop technologies to understand phenomena that, at the end of the day, remind us of our own insignificance. It's a strange feeling, isn't it? To know that while we're busy inventing the next big thing, a black hole is just out there, doing its thing, completely unaffected by our existence. In the face of such vastness, it's almost absurd that we fret about trivial matters, like who left the milk out or whether we turned the lights off. Maybe the universe is trying to teach us a lesson about perspective. Perhaps we should spend a little less time worrying about the mundane and a little more time enjoying the cosmic dance around us, the unending mystery of black holes. As we continue to explore the nature of merging black holes, it's important to recognize that many questions still remain unanswered. What happens inside a black hole? What lies beyond the event horizon? While we can theorize and simulate scenarios, the truth remains elusive. It's like trying to get a toddler to share their favorite toy. You're probably not going to get a straight answer, and you might end up with a few tantrums along the way. This mystery is what keeps scientists, philosophers, and dreamers alike up at night, staring at the stars and pondering the nature of existence. We may never fully understand black holes, but that's part of the beauty. In a universe that is as much about questions as it is about answers, the journey of exploration is what makes us human. So, as we marvel at the merging of black holes and the cosmic symphony they create, let's remember to look beyond and reflect on our place in this grand tapestry. We're all in this dance together, swirling through the cosmos, trying to make sense of it all, one gravitational wave at a time. And with that, let's keep the conversation going in the comments. What are your thoughts on this cosmic phenomenon? Is there a historical aspect that intrigues you? Until next time, keep looking up. Who knows what marvels await us in the universe? As we near the end of our journey through the cosmic dance of merging black holes, it's time to reflect on what all this means, not just for astrophysics, but for us mere mortals down here on Earth. First, let's take a moment to marvel at the absurdity of our existence. Here we are, tiny specks of consciousness, trying to wrap our heads around objects so massive that not even light can escape their grasp. Merging black holes can produce gravitational waves that ripple through the fabric of space-time itself. And what are we doing? Binge watching shows about survival in the wilderness and arguing about pineapple on pizza. It's almost poetic, isn't it? The universe is out there colliding and merging in spectacular fashion, while we're just trying to figure out which side of the bed to get out of in the morning. But seriously, as researchers like Stephen Hawking have deduced, the merging of black holes isn't just some cosmic spectacle. It's a phenomenon that enhances our understanding of the universe. It's a reminder that everything is interconnected. The very fabric of space-time is woven from the remnants of these colossal collisions, and our very existence is part of this grand cosmic tapestry. This is not just scientific theory. It's a truth that speaks to human nature. We are constantly merging experiences, ideas, and cultures in an attempt to understand ourselves and our place in this universe. Hawking's groundbreaking work on black holes has opened doors to theories we once thought were pure science fiction. Take, for example, the concept of Hawking radiation, which suggests that black holes can emit radiation and over eons actually shrink and evaporate. This idea flips the script on our understanding of these seemingly invincible cosmic giants. Instead of being eternal prisons from which nothing can escape, black holes might be temporary phases in the grand cosmic cycle. It's a bit like that one acquaintance we all have who insists they'll never leave the party, but somehow they always do. The universe is reminding us that permanence is an illusion, even for black holes. But let's not forget about the cosmic absurdities that come with these theories. When we consider the merging of black holes, we're talking about two colossal entities spiraling in a cosmic waltz, eventually locking horns in a breathtaking, cataclysmic explosion. It's like the universe's version of a reality TV showdown, but instead of drama, we get gravitational waves, released like a cosmic whoosh that can be detected billions of light years away. If that's not the ultimate showdown, I don't know what is. Now, what does this mean for us today? The merging of black holes isn't just something to geek out over at your next dinner party. It symbolizes the importance of collaboration and connection. Just like those black holes, each with their own gravitational pull. When we come together, we can create something much more significant than ourselves, in a world increasingly fraught with division. This is a lesson we could all benefit from. United, we can achieve incredible feats, whether that's tackling climate change, advancing technology, or simply strengthening our communities. It's interesting to note how our understanding of the universe has evolved over the years. Ancient civilizations gazed up at the night sky and attributed celestial phenomena to deities or mystical forces. Today, we're using advanced technology and mathematical models to decode the secrets of cosmic events. Yet, despite our scientific progress, some things remain unchanged. Our curiosity and wonder. We're still asking the big questions, like why are we here and what's out there? At the end of the day, isn't that what being human is all about? Seeking answers while grappling with the vast unknown. And as we look at the merging of black holes through the lens of human nature, it's a reminder of our own struggles with collaboration and conflict. Think about it. Throughout history, societies have often faced challenges that require coming together to form new alliances, whether it's during wars, economic downturns, or even the ongoing global pandemic. The universe reflects these themes in its own way. Just as black holes can pull each other into their gravitational embrace, we can either uplift or drag each other down. The choice is ours. But let's not overlook the humor in this cosmic narrative. The universe is an unpredictable place, full of twists and turns that remind us that life is often as chaotic as a black hole merger. Scientists painstakingly monitor the heavens, hoping to catch a glimpse of these events, while the universe itself chuckles at our efforts. It's like trying to catch a glimpse of a cat that's just knocked over your favorite plant. By the time you react, the destruction has already occurred. So what can we learn from these cosmic collisions? For one, the merging of black holes challenges our understanding of time and space. It forces us to confront our own limitations and the ephemeral nature of existence. If black holes can combine and create something entirely new, what does that say about our potential for growth and change? Perhaps it's time to embrace the chaos in our own lives and see it as an opportunity for transformation. After all, sometimes the best things come from a little bit of cosmic disruption. In conclusion, as we contemplate the mysteries surrounding merging black holes and the theories put forth by brilliant minds like Hawking, we must also recognize the profound implications for humanity. The universe is a grand stage, and we are all players in this intricate play. The merging of black holes serves as a metaphor for our own lives, encouraging us to embrace collaboration, adapt to change, and most importantly, to find humor in the absurdity of it all. So, the next time you gaze at the night sky, remember, those black holes are out there, swirling and merging, just like us. Whether we're forging connections or facing challenges, we're part of something much bigger than ourselves. And perhaps, just maybe, the universe is reminding us that in the chaos of existence, there's always room for growth, laughter, and a little bit of cosmic wonder. As we wrap up this journey through the cosmos, let's take a moment to appreciate the interconnectedness of it all. The merging of black holes is not just an astrophysical event. It's a reflection of our own human experiences, urging us to embrace the chaos and find beauty in the connections we create. So, go ahead. Look up at the stars tonight. Who knows what cosmic secrets are waiting to be unraveled? Or perhaps just a gentle reminder that we're all part of this spectacular, chaotic universe. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember, the universe is a bizarre place, so let's enjoy the ride.